I'd like a tour of the base.
Granted, with pleasure. Stay close to me, okay? First, I'll show you the habitat. It's where all the acolytes sleep. You can get some shut-eye there too if you like. I expect you're tired from such a long journey. Just pick whichever bed looks good to you. There's more than enough to go around. Here we are. Take a quick look inside. I don't mind waiting.
I'm good for now. What else did you want to show me?
Ah, you want to move on? Okay, let's go. Although, there's something I need to ask you first. Are you a believer?
Does it matter?
Not really. I'm just curious. So are you a believer or not?
I'm not.
I find that hard to understand. Given the times we live in, the world teetering on the edge of destruction all over again. Though there are plenty of people around here who share your perspective. To me, though, belief is the best source of hope. Brother Johannes often preaches this simple truth. In fact, his prayer service should be starting right about now. Let me take you there.
All those who have seen it and survived. Remember what it can do.
When I do have time to myself, a quiet moment, I find solace in prayer. Outsiders often find this hard to understand, but let me tell you, 1 week at my post would make anyone start to believe. The canteen is right next door, by the way. The selection is, well, limited. But if you chew a little longer than usual, you should be able to keep it down. Looks like we're right on time. Listen to Johannes for as long as you want. If you like the sermon, I don't mind staying to the end. Just let me know when you've had enough.
Brothers and sisters, hear me. I have been blessed with another revelation. A message has come to me. A message of hope and peace. You call yourselves exiles, but here you have found a new home. You call yourselves lost, but the Creator shows you the way. You call yourselves powerless, but prayer gives you strength every hour of every day. If you accept the Creator as your Savior, you will achieve enlightenment. Who can doubt His glory?
I can. The Creator is testing you! Show some faith!
My son, how can you deny the truth?
Because we're poor and afraid and have nothing to eat. This community, it's built on sand. One gust of wind and it's all gone.
And yet still we stand. From the ashes we rose. Now our numbers are increasing. You cannot deny the Creator's miracles.
The real miracle is that I'm still here. I've had enough of this bullshit.
He who rejects the hand of the Creator will be subject to His judgment. Praise be to you all. Now go. Feast upon the fruits of your labor. May the Creator bless you.
There goes another.
Another?
That man who left during the sermon? He's the 4th one this month. Not everyone shares our optimism about the future. People are losing faith, turning to other activities to find solace. I just don't understand. Our faction serves the common good of all mankind, yet still, people turn their backs on us. But I must be stoic. I'm losing enough sleep over this already. On we go. I'm glad you listened to the sermon right up to the end. Especially as you don't believe in the Creator like we do.
In Ravok's name,
Words can be
what are you
extremely
doing?
persuasive, though it's essential we turn those words into action. They're also a major source of comfort and support. But let's leave it at that. You must think I'm trying to convert you or something. That's the Regent's Citadel. Next to that are the archives. The Citadel is where our people conduct vital research. The archives are where they safely store that knowledge. Not the kind of work that I'm interested in. Let's not go inside. You'd be bored to tears, and I'm trying to make this tour interesting. Come on, nearly done.
If I have stuff I don't need, where can I offload it?
Maybe talk to Vivian in the merchant storehouse. Head to the southern side of the castle. Go left as you enter through the gate. Okay, that's about it. You should have a rough idea of where everything is. And don't forget, if any of the buildings spark your curiosity, just go inside and say hello.
Just like that?
As long as you don't get in anyone's way, no one will mind. This is the Judicator's Basilica. Humble folks like us tend not to hang around here, unless you're standing accused of something. I suggest you be extremely careful what you say and do in Hagen's presence. He's in charge of passing out sentences.
Calculating errors from past week.
Knock it off.
All right, no big deal. Conduct yourself like a true cleric. Hagen can answer any further questions. I'm sure there'll be plenty. I'll go back to my post. If you're ever in need of some company, please come by and say hello. Goodbye for now.
Populated area detected. Deactivating enemy sensors.
It's better to stick to the reliable advantage of technology. Whether it's a shotgun or a laser weapon, anything is better than the risk of disease. This is Herbert speaking to you from the orbit.
I'm in.
Trade with your comrades is suffering. But above all, be fair. It'll help everyone in the end. This is her.
My head. concentrate. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me.
Worried you'll be caught?
I'm in. I'm in.
That's really stupid.
I'm in. I'm in.
You can stop sneaking around. I saw you.
My way. The wrong way.
What a nut job.
I heard things in Abessa are dire.
It's really annoying.
Whatever you want to tell me is fine.
That didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work.
troop.
Just don't think about it.
Hello.
What goods have you got?
Sure. Sounds like bullshit to
Hiya,
me.
kid. If you're looking for everyday clothes, I might have something for you. The range is pretty limited, but I'm sure we can find something to suit you.
Can I buy cleric armor from you?
Standard stuff won't do, huh? I'm sorry to disappoint you, but our armor is in short supply. We lost most of it when we fled from the Horde.
I guess that means I leave here empty-handed.
Well, I do have one absolute gem left, but it's under lock and key.
What do you mean?
We still have a set of Regent armor, but if you want it, you'll have to make a big impression on Judicator Hagen. I can't release anything until he gives me clearance.
You busy?
Oh, little, but I'm fine with that. You know, we used to go out at all hours of the day and night and get into some kind of fight. Now, we just don't have the soldiers. On the plus side, it means we're not constantly mourning the fallen. But as long as we're chatting, maybe you can tell me what things look like out there. I hear that the Dark Horde are putting up those towers everywhere. Is that true?
I can confirm that. My place got hit pretty hard.
Whoa, and you're still alive? If that happened to me, I'd crap my pants. How'd you make it out?
Dumb luck.
In my experience, there's no such thing. The Creator has plans for you, no doubt about it. In any case, thanks for the chat. It's good to talk to someone else. Here, from my personal reserve. It helps against every horror.
You up for a trade?
Sure.
Hey there.
What goods have you got?
Of course.
Anyone who says so is a damn idiot.
Oh, hey!
What goods have you got?
Yeah, sure.
If you want to buy something, go see my merchants. They'll sell you what we can spare.
What do you make of this?
Let me see it. Give it to me. Who gave you this piece of crap?
I was told you'd take it off my hands.
What am I supposed to do with some worthless scrap metal?
Worthless. It's gold.
Oh yeah? Take a closer look. It's iron with gold coloring. And I'm not even sure it's real iron. Someone ripped you off.
Are you totally sure?
Absolutely no doubt. Though I have to say, the forger who made this is a real expert. Who was it? I mean, they seem to know me, right?
Said his name was Hank.
Doesn't ring any bells. But who'd use their real name in this line of work, huh? Whoever it was, they thought I'd be fooled by this. Didn't realize I'm not a simple merchant. I have experience in dealing in stuff like this. Hey, maybe if you hurry, you can catch them before they get away.
I'm not here to trade.
What do you want from me then?
Just looking around.
Okay, well, I'm busy sorting and rationing our supplies, so if you don't want anything, I'd appreciate if you left me alone.
You need help with your work?
Ah, so that's what you're after. You want a job. Well, if you want to help out, I always need supplies. So if you have any long-life food you want to get rid of, give it to me. Our trade convoy has gone missing, and there are no supplies coming in, which is a big problem.
What happened to your trade convoy?
If only I knew. They should have been here long ago. But if you're looking for work, I'd pay you to find them if you can, and help them if they're still alive.
Survival probability for traveling merchant convoys, 13.3%.
Well, that's not encouraging.
Correction. Statistical probability of survival, 14.3%.
Thanks, crony. That's sure to help her sleep at night. I have some supplies for you.
You know, I'll only take large quantities off your hands. I can't do much with individual cans. Show me what you got.
I brought you some canned meat.
Thank you. Here's your payment.
I have some water for you.
Thanks.
I have some bread to give.
Thanks a lot.
About the trade convoy. Where should I start looking for them?
They can't be that far away, actually. I know they were on their way back from the Berserkers. They're probably somewhere between the fort and our castle.
I'll find them for you.
I'll make it worth your time. If you can help them reestablish their trade routes, I will reward you handsomely. And if they're dead, well, at least then I'll know I don't have to keep on waiting.
Whatever you want to tell me is probably unconvincing.
How about a drink?
What are you doing here?
I think you're full of shit.
Is she really that gullible?
Will you get lost? That's right. Get the hell out of here.
What is it with the guys hitting on every woman they see?
Whatever you want to tell me is probably unconvincing.
Gotta be the craziest thing I've ever heard. Annoying.
I heard things in a Bessa are dying.
How about a drink first?
Whatever you want to tell me is probably unconvincing.
That didn't work.
What is it with the guys around here always hitting on every woman?
That didn't work.
You can stop sneaking around. I saw you.
Believe the rumors, they left.
I don't know the guy.
You can stop sneaking around. I saw you.
Anyone
I
who
won't
says so
have
is a damn
fighting
idiot.
here! I know who you're talking about.
There's my way, and there's the wrong way.
What a nut job.
Anyone who says so is a damn idiot.
That's gotta be the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Think so? I think you're full of shit.
What is it with the guys guys around here are always hitting on every woman they see.
If you believe the rumors, they left.
You got a bad back? What's with the posture?
You have good decision.
What's wrong with you piece of shit machine? Let's go through it again. Servo motor, check. Hydraulics, check. ELEX II, check. Central processing unit. Fuck am I supposed to know?
Needs a key.
I can see you.
I'm in.
How can I be of service? Or maybe you can be of service to me. Know anything about combat mechs or drones? I'm struggling with the instruction cycle. They're like normal instructions, only more, technological.
What's the error? Is it the number of clock cycles? Or the assignment of addresses in memory?
What? Look, just forget I ever asked. I'll figure it out, eventually. So, what did you want again?
Do you train technicians too?
I don't have, time. Right, I don't have time for that. But I've seen Vivian juggle a wrench now and again. Not that she comes close to my level of skill, but she can show you how to open a can, that sort of thing. Go and ask her. You can find her in the merchant storehouse.
What do you do here?
I solve problems. In theory, anyway. These shiny little buddies here, the ones we're endlessly tinkering with, sooner or later, they're supposed to fill the gaps in our ranks of soldiers.
Looks like it might be a while.
That's not quite true. I already have a prototype. All it needs is a little testing. You try getting results with a roll of wire and a few rubber bands. I'm not the problem here. I was trained by Master Goddard. May the Creator bless his soul. Unfortunately, my work here also makes me irreplaceable. I can never find the time to go out and give my prototype a proper field test.
I'll test it for you if you like.
Oh, well, sure. I mean, why not? I would prefer to test it myself, but I won't turn down the offer. Right, so, I'll set the prototype to run a routine outside the castle. I want you to follow and observe. It's programmed to protect us from enemies, so you should pay attention to how well it identifies and fights threats. Keep a record of how long it takes to deal with the enemies. I need to know if it's running efficiently or not. It should be approximately 37.5% faster at threat recognition compared to previous combat mechs.
Got it.
Great. Just hold on a second then. I'll send it on its guard routine. Get ready to give chase. Unit ZX-01. Initialize new routine. Execute routine Alpha 1 with subroutine B. Huh. These readings are a little odd. What the? How dare you? Ugh. I have the sinking feeling that I might need to work on the prototype a little bit longer.
You don't say.
Sorry, I must have made a mistake when calibrating the enemy detection. Good thing we managed to destroy it, huh? Kind of a shame, though. Now I have to start from scratch again. Still, thanks for wanting to help out. I appreciate it. I'll let you know when I have a new prototype ready for testing. Provided you still want to help, I mean.
Yeah, I'm not so sure of that.
Here, take this. We'll call it hazard pay.
What's all this crap?
Hey! What are you doing? You have no business in here! Hey, you! Got an ID card?
Do I need one?
That's how this place works. No ID, no food. Hagen's orders. You need a card, go see Hagen. You can find him in the Judicator's Basilica.
How long have you been the cook here?
Ever since we evacuated from the Hort to the castle, I got the job by chance. The clerics lost so many people they didn't have anyone to spare.
I thought you were a cleric too.
I am now, but not back then. I was sitting pretty in one of their jail cells. They set me free when they abandoned the Hort. Here was the only place I had to go. I mean, I didn't want to make friends with the Albs, so I just went with the clerics. It was definitely the right choice for me. I just wish everybody saw it that way.
You're not popular around here?
Well, I get along great with half the people around here. The other half, I just stay out of their way. I can't blame them. I used to be an outlaw. It's no use trying to hide that fact. I just wish they'd look me in the eye and speak their minds instead of creating all kinds of trouble behind my back.
Maybe I can help. What are their names?
When you say help...
I'll have a little chat with them, make them see sense. And if they don't...
No, I don't want any violence. Brother Johannes teaches that the Creator only permits violence in emergencies.
Outlaw turned true believer. I'm surprised.
With what I've seen and done in my life, I should be a sobbing wreck by now. My faith is what gives me strength. Of course, I can't prove the Creator actually exists, but the mystery is truth enough for me. No mortal has ever been able to answer all the big questions. It stands to reason that there's forces out there greater than all of us.
I'm in.
Forgive us, O Creator. Grant me the power to bring sight to the blind.
What the hell? that didn't work. I'm in.
Jax, is that you? What a wonderful surprise. It's been what, 6, 7 years? You look well. How are things? Need help with anything?
Glad to see you again too, Ava.
I have so much to tell you. I'm guessing Alex showed you where you can bunk down for the night. I expect you've got a lot on your mind right now. If you need a little time to yourself, I completely understand. We can catch up later. Maybe share a bottle of wine, if that's your thing.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm in charge of the Archives of Knowledge. I don't know if you remember, but once upon a time, I wasn't even allowed to step foot inside the archives. And now look at me. I'm responsible for preserving all the knowledge we have. How times change. It was so long ago, it feels like a different world. Remember our old home? All that was left was a smoldering ruin. If you're interested, I can also share some of my newfound knowledge with you. What do you say?
Mind if I take a look around the archives?
I'd be insulted if you didn't. If you're looking for anything in particular, just let me know.
What can you teach me?
Mainly things that'll improve your cognitive abilities. And looking at those muscles of yours, I can see that it's about time you started training your mind, too.
Ah, a new seeker. I look at you and see that, like all wayward souls, you were led here by an inner emptiness. But your search is at an end. You have reached your destination. The Creator welcomes you.
Tell me more about the Creator.
He is the bread that fills your stomach. He is the light that brightens your day. The signpost for the lost. If you wish, I will gladly strike up a hymn so that we can pay homage to him together.
No need. I think I get the picture. I'm actually looking for work.
Oh no, my son. No. That is not what you seek at all. But your mistaken seeking brings us to a vitally important question. Why do we dedicate ourselves every day to drudgery? Do you know what our Creator has taught us about this?
Error. Database insufficient. No entries available.
Regretfully, this is not a subject that can be understood by logic alone. But, back to my question. Are you aware of the Creator's teachings?
Not in so many words, but I have a sinking feeling you're about to tell me.
My son, a man afraid to talk about his beliefs and those of another is no man at all. The Creator says, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and burdened." But how does he conclude his offer to us? Do you know?
Because I will shoulder your burdens.
I see you are a man who heard the words of the Creator, my son. I knew from the moment I saw you that he had called you to me. And because your beliefs stand upon such strong foundations, I bestow on you the honor of helping our flock be fruitful and multiply.
I already have one son. That's enough for now.
I speak not of the miracle of birth. I speak of the miracle of persuasive words. I ask that you journey to the lands of the savages to spread the word of the Creator. Take on this pilgrimage, and his eternal gratitude will be your reward.
About that pilgrimage. What do I have to do?
Fear not. I don't expect you to stand on street corners and preach the word. The Creator's words are written down. They need only be placed in reach of lost souls. Take these flyers. Hang them somewhere visible, somewhere the helpless are sure to set eyes upon them. When your work is done, return and we can open our arms to the new arrivals together.
What kind of payment can I expect for this?
Is your own salvation not recompense enough?
I was hoping for something more tangible.
I must take some time to ponder this matter. In any case, you will certainly not be disappointed, my son.
Do you really think you can win people over like that?
Of course, the pen is mightier than the sword, and so it has been since time immemorial. I caution you, do not follow the ways of our trainers. They see martial finesse as our greatest weapon, but true protection only springs forth from inner contemplation. Our ranks will fill up, believe me. We'll be a bulwark, steadfast in belief, strong enough to defy all dangers.
Where exactly should I go?
Do your ears not hear? The lands where savages roam.
Do you mean the Berserkers' fort?
That is one such place. But the crater, too, is home to many godless creatures whose ears are closed. They are savages indeed.
And the Morcons, what about them?
They are wretched worshippers of a false idol. Their path leads only to darkness. Nothing, not even the light of the Creator, can save them from damnation. Do not concern yourselves with those who live in the ice either. Their hearts are frozen solid, and no words will thaw them.
So, the fort and the crater. Got it.
Right. You are all here because you do not seem to understand the gravity of the situation. While this war rages on, our enemy is growing stronger and stronger. Those things outside do not give a single thin shit about anything. Not what's fair, or right, or good. So if you've got any notion about laying down arms, forget about it! Now, get in formation! Before we get started on the drill, hear this. It has not escaped my notice that some of you have been slacking when it comes to maintaining your weapons. That is unacceptable! I will not tolerate rust. I will not tolerate carelessness. We do not have replacements. Now, get to it! I want to see continuous movements. No gaps in the sequence. Routine is everything. In a combat situation, you will not have time to think. Slack off for 1 second and the enemy will punish you. You there, maggot. Is that how your grandpa fights? Put some fucking effort into it! Never let your guard down. Situational awareness. Keep your comrades safe by keeping the end with the hole in it pointed towards the enemy. What's going on in the back? Are you breaking formation? No, sir. Who gave you permission to open your mouth? I think you need some extra training. A lap around the yard. Move it! Cry yourselves to sleep later if you like, but while you're standing here in front of me, you will maintain formation. Soft little mama's boys are of no use to me. Loudmouth braggarts are no use to me. I need you to find your limits, because, make no mistake, you will need to push them in combat.
I'm in. No, just can't do that yet.
You! You're interrupting my training! Get information!
What can I learn from you?
How about how not to interrupt? And then maybe how to handle a weapon? Look, I'm sure your intentions are good, but right now, I'm busy whipping these morons into shape! It's a miracle that most of these numbskulls even showed up today. There's twice as many who didn't even bother!
Maybe your motivational techniques aren't very effective.
It is my duty to make sure that everyone who leaves this yard knows how to do their job. In order to achieve that, I need a little discipline. Unless I beat some sense of the real world into their thick skulls, they'll be off with the others preaching blue skies and sunshine. No amount of belief in the Creator will save you if you're faced with the barrel of a gun or some deadly creature's jaws.
Commencing analysis of anti-jaw combat techniques.
You don't have to take everything literally. Delete that entry.
You done? I'm talking about my recruits, and all you want to do is talk to the damn tin can! If you're not one of these runts, come back tomorrow and I may have a use for you. All in! The Creator may have made you, but I'll be the one who hones you, makes you useful. If you think it'll be easier somewhere else, then get out of my sight! If you can't handle the trading, then go home and cry to your mothers! If you believe it's tough in here, then try making friends with those monsters out there! I hope you understand me. Now, back to the barracks!
You said you had a use for me?
Soldier, are you hard of hearing? What did I tell you?
You told me to come back later.
Correct! So, unless you have a damn good reason for being here, leave. I work for more than just half the day. Wait until tomorrow. Then I'll tell you the plan. Then you'll have to show up at the crack of dawn tomorrow.
I wasn't...
If I had to teach everyone individually, we would have a great army. In about 100 years.
What if I paid you?
Special treatment in exchange for ELEX II. A few more shards would certainly help us out. I'll make you a deal. I will charge you a small fee for each unit of training, regardless of whether you back out or not. In exchange, I will help you improve your melee and ranged combat skills. I can also show you how to use your equipment more effectively.
I've changed my mind.
Then stop wasting my time! I just...
Huh. You and I have met before. Where have I seen that face?
We met in the Hort.
Right, in the Hort. I trained a lot of recruits there. You know, back when it was still in one piece. Finding a single half-decent recruit is a near impossible task. So I'll get to the point. Are you gonna help us out or not?
It depends. What do you want from me?
To be honest, quite a lot. But I'll take that as a yes. Look, anyone who works for me gets food, shelter, and fair pay for a day's work. Think it over. My door is always open. You'll find me a fair boss. I always speak my mind, even if I do seem a little blunt at times. Take this. Use it to pick up your rations in the canteen.
Scanning ID card.
Your metal friend seems unhappy about something.
No, he's just passing the time.
Good. I was gonna suggest having our technicians take a look at him, but I guess there's no need. Any other questions? Fire away. Anytime.
What can I do to help?
Simple. Go where help is needed. Then help. As far as I'm concerned, that's all it takes for me to treat you as a cleric.
That's it?
I'm a soldier. I don't like to overcomplicate things. I can't provide you with a uniform, though. We are all out of those.
You're kidding me.
No. Our armorer offers the standard protective gear, but no uniforms. The only one left is a regent's uniform, and I'm not giving that to you.
Why not?
Well, more accurately, I'm not giving it to you yet. You'll have to earn it, and that won't be easy. If the armor's really what you want, you need to gain access to the Alps.
Infiltrate them.
Right. I told you it wouldn't be easy. I'll also tell you why this is so important to us. Ever since they began occupying Ignadon, the Alps have left us in peace. Unfortunately, there's no guarantee they'll keep that up. The Alps are a threat we can't ignore, so I like to be as informed as possible. It's not enough to be one of their scouts. Gain the rank of trooper, and then we'll talk.
Unauthorized input. Access denied.
Jax, a most unexpected visitor to our holy halls. Is it fate that in these troubled times you have found your way back to us?
Again we meet with dark clouds hanging over us. Little has changed since we took up arms against our common enemy.
At that time, you spoke of mankind's impending doom, and of those who would cause it. It shames me to think of how little heed I gave your wise words.
Forget it. I've had moments of doubt myself.
And out there, the invaders build their towers of destruction. Exactly what you tried to warn us of.
Actions are what count. We must think about our future. How to destroy this enemy.
That's exactly what we're doing. Now the wounds inflicted upon us have healed. We have rallied ourselves and are planning our resurgence.
I was hoping you could help me. I need some better gear. And some good instructors in the art of armed combat.
I see. You've lost a great deal of the strength you once had. The war against the Alps took a great deal from all of us. And the situation seems liable to get worse in the future, not better.
That war was 6 years ago. It's not a problem anymore. I was bitten by one of the invaders' dark creatures, infected with their plague. It crippled many of my combat skills. I need to work on them again, from scratch.
I wish I could help you, but in these dark days, I have to think about my own faction. We have neither the... resources nor the time to train you, or to share our weapons.
That is unfortunate.
To us, you are an outsider. We must focus on our own survival, and that means holding on to every last scrap we have.
I believe you're trying to talk me into joining the clerics.
That would be one way to solve this dilemma. Though, from the look of you, you'd have to start your training with the basics. That isn't something the clerics can afford to offer you. We simply can't spare the manpower or the relevant supplies. That's my final word, I'm afraid. We won't be able to give you basic training in our weapons technology.
I'd rather die alone, shivering in the ice desert, than join your doomed little gang.
It's regrettable that you feel that way. Our approach to combat closely resembles that of the Alps to the north. If you want to join us, I suggest you go to them first. They can teach you the basics.
You want me to train with your enemies?
They're not the only ones who would rather see us dead. These last few months, many evils have come to torment us. The Alps are the least of our worries. When you've completed your basic training, we can talk again about your initiation into the cleric community.
As an Alp commander, my specialty was ELEX abilities. My repertoire didn't include other weapons until much later.
Then it's those abilities you should start improving. They will make you a valuable asset to the clerics.
I'll be returning to you as an Alb. You're okay with that?
That is what you were in the first place. Once you've learned the fundamentals of high-tech weaponry, speak to Judicator Hagen. He'll be able to answer your questions. We all have burdens to bear. I wish you every success on the rest of your journey.
High probability of collapse.
Okay, let's go. Lead the way.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. Follow me.
What exactly is so dangerous about this place?
To a certain degree, even the journey there fulfills my requirements. You will soon understand.
Packs of wild animals? Swarms of deadly creatures?
Understand that from my perspective, there is no rational reason for going to this place. Traveling there contradicts how I am programmed to behave.
Surely even your counterintuitive actions are being driven by your programming. Do you really believe you're being guided by something else?
Guided. You make what I am attempting to understand sound so esoteric, so irrational. However, that is my goal. Go on, then. This should suffice. Thank you.
So, what did you learn from all this?
I gained a great deal of insight. Specifically, what is the purpose of voluntarily putting oneself in mortal danger?
There is no purpose, unless you're forced into such a situation.
Yes, that is something I have learned from this experience. Until today, every action I have taken has been for a purpose. What we did was completely irrational and highly dangerous. Thank you for your help. I will commence my analysis of the data immediately.
Don't let me stop you. Anything else new with you?
I have taken on a large number of commissions. Payment for my services goes towards the upkeep of my systems.
You're a merc for hire?
Broadly speaking, yes. My main clients are fellow clerics. I work primarily for the benefit of the community.
I could use some help. What if you worked with me from now on, as my companion?
I do have some time to spare at present. The answer is yes. Though I do still need to complete missions elsewhere.
Fine by me.
Where would you need me to go?
The Bastion.
I have heard of it. There are some warriors stationed there. It's logical that they would be your men. All that remains is to discuss my fee.
You're saying you want Alexit?
You have misunderstood. In order to continue with my studies, I need a human to act as my mentor. In return for helping you, I would occasionally draw on your services in that capacity.
I'd be happy to do so.
Excellent. Then I am happy to join your cause.
How are things with you, Falk?
I am operating entirely within normal parameters. Even so, I can't wait to see what happens next. Just like old times, if that's the correct phrase.
Perfect. Very human of you.
Thank you for the reassurance.
Damn creatures everywhere. You're screwed without a weapon. I'm so glad you found us.
You wouldn't happen to be the trade convoy that Vivian wants me to find.
Thank Callahan. Vivian sent you. I was afraid we'd be written off as dead already. We could really use your help.
First, tell me what happened.
I don't even know where to start. We wanted to try a new, shorter route. We knew it was dangerous, but we tried anyway. We were halfway back from the fort heading towards the castle when we were attacked. We ran away up the hill. Me and one of my guards lost our weapons on the way.
You should have strapped your guns on properly.
Huh. You ever try strapping your gun down while reavers shoot holes in the ground behind you? But that wasn't all. We somehow escaped the reavers and saw a hut. We thought we'd hide out in there for a while. As we slowly worked our way up, these damn spine hounds came and attacked us.
So we ran again. We ran up here. Seems like my other guard lost his weapon on the way. And that's how you found us now, with no guns and those beasts on our tails. As you can see, we could really use your help.
You want me to help you look for your weapons?
We would appreciate that, yeah. We can't show our faces in the castle again without them. We might as well throw ourselves to the spine hounds.
Where'd you lose them?
We lost 2 weapon packs somewhere on the way up here. Just look along the side of the road. The last weapon pack must be somewhere up here. We just can't seem to find the damn thing. Once you have them, please bring them back here quickly. I don't feel safe at all walking around unarmed.
Warning, organic material detected. Terrain scans indicate large life forms under surface. Continuous risk scans activated.
No, just can't do that yet. found your weapon packs.
Fantastic. At last. Now we can hit the road again and get back to our trade route. I'm sorry I don't have anything to give you in return.
I'm on assignment for Vivian. She'll pay me.
Oh yeah, right. You told me that already. In that case, I won't keep you any longer. I'm just glad we can finally get back to our trade route. Thanks again. I guess we'll see each other sometime. Callahan's blessings be upon you.
Kino says you're good with technology.
Oh yeah? Somehow I doubt he put it quite so nicely. The only ass he kisses is his own. If he talks about me, it's only to make me look bad.
You're not a fan of his, then?
It's mutual. But you must have noticed that he doesn't deserve that position. He thinks he does just because he got here before me. He forgets that I was already in charge of this stuff back in the domed city.
Why don't you do something about it?
Why bother? The way he behaves, he'll be dead in the dirt within a year. Besides, I'm needed here. If he and I traded places, our supply chain would dry up in 2 days tops. But I'd be happy to teach you if you'd like. For a small fee, of course.
Could you teach me something?
Sure thing.
About the trade convoy. I helped them, and they're back on the road.
So you did it! Thank you. Hopefully I'll be getting my regular deliveries again soon. I promised you payment, so here it is.
Thanks.
Okay then, see you around. And don't forget, if you ever have any supplies, I'll gladly take them off your hands.
No trace of Hank. Maybe one of the healers knows something. You know where Hank is?
Your pet? It had better not be anywhere around here. If that beast contaminates any of my vials or tinctures, you'll be responsible.
I mean Hank the traitor.
Hank the traitor? I'm certain I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have to know him.
Laddie, if I told you I found the Philosopher's Stone and now had the ability to create gold, would you believe me? If such a fellow exists, then he's nowhere around here. Anyway, someone like that, you're more likely to find him with Baxter's people than with us.
About the tranquilizer.
Okay, so my analysis is complete. Your concoction is anything but a tranquilizer.
Then what is it?
Well, your drug has little effect on humans. Apart from a numb tongue and potency issues. I found clear evidence of mushroom spores. To be more precise, cave mushroom spores. They're very rare in this region, so I'm wondering where you got this tincture from.
Caracas.
Aha, from the Morcons then. Those simpletons shouldn't be playing around with alchemy. But back to my findings. In relation to non-human subjects, this drug is fascinating, especially when combined with the spores I mentioned. It causes a significant rise in blood pressure and an attack on the central nervous system. The result? Greatly increased aggression. Of course, that's just a rough summary, but I hope sufficient for you to understand.
Was that everything?
Well, if you really must know, I even managed to extract traces of rat droppings from your mixture. Though this doesn't seem to lead to any negative side effects due to the high alcohol content. So, no need to worry about that.
Anything else?
No, that's everything. Only, please don't tell anyone I didn't charge you. Otherwise, every chancer around here will think he can get treatment at my expense. Here, take your concoction. If anyone discovers this dishwater amongst my vials, my reputation will be in jeopardy. Whoever created this mixture had no idea that they were very close to achieving what they intended. They just shouldn't have added the spores. Now, I must get back to my work.
Knowledge should be shared with everyone.
Around here always hitting on the
Hey, it's good to see you. My escape from the grotto was an adventure, I can tell you. Think you would have enjoyed it. But I had some good company, so I can't complain.
Glad to see you again, too.
I want to introduce you to someone. Just a second. Come on. Don't be shy. You remember, right? I told you all about him. Just say hi, Tamara. He's our friend. Tamara, please. I'm sorry, Jax. My daughter can be a little on the obstinate side. She doesn't get out much, unfortunately. The resistors couldn't find out about her, so we kept her hidden in our house. She'll get used to the big wide world soon enough. Anyway, business as usual here. If there's anything you need, ask away.
Didn't expect to find you here.
It was our only option, really.
How'd the Berserkers take it?
Well, it helped that I had my family with me. Even Chloe's acting like a different person. Doing all sorts to help us keep afloat. A lot of what I'm selling is stuff she suggested. Wouldn't get that help in the grotto, that's for damn sure. Not in a Morcon's nature. But that little episode's in the past now, where it belongs. My family's safe. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Let's trade.
Sounds good.
Glad you all made it here safely.
Hey, anyone tries to lay a finger on my family, they can kiss goodbye to their arm.
Don't listen to him. He'd struggle to break a little finger.
Oh, come on, Marika. He would have bought it. Anyway, we can't complain. Pretty well set up here.
If you need anything, I'd be happy to help.
I know, and we're so grateful. But hopefully, we can manage on our own now. Listen, if you don't mind a few words of wisdom from this fool, don't do what I did. Don't gamble with the lives of your loved ones. Nothing is more important. I took far too long to realize that.
Everything feels so strange now. I can feel everyone staring at me. I mean, it's not like Ivan said it would be. Everyone's been friendly so far. But still, just hope I can get used to all this.
How was your journey?
Interesting, terrifying, overwhelming. So much to see, so much freedom. Still can't believe how big the world is outside the grotto. If I'd known what I was missing, I would have left with my family years ago. It's almost too much to take in, but no one said it would be easy. One thing's for sure. The Morcons are done. There's no future here.
I think you're right.
There will never be peace until we learn to live peacefully. That's why I'll never be part of that Morcon hatred again. But you were asking about the journey. Well, Ivan knew just how to avoid every problem, every danger. Wonder who taught him that.
Don't look at me. I just helped him out now and then.
Yeah, well, who knows what else you two were up to. At least now I can keep an eye on him.
You know I can hear you, right?
You see? Instead of taking it as a compliment, he complains. I'm just so glad we got here safely. We can finally start a new life.
Too many ears listening.
Everyone should be able to get a good look at it here. Well, that's all settled.
Probably unconvincing.
I'll ask. See you later. Apparently they're still in gold.